Welcome to this 9/9 prep session. This is a session that is going to be timeless, so it's not necessary that you take it in before 9/9 of 2025, but it will help you prepare for the 9/9 portal. Good morning, Michelle. So there's a lot going on energetically right now. I'm sure all of you are aware and feeling it. We just wrapped up the eclipse, which was a full moon in Pisces. Pisces is a lot of movement, a lot of change, and watery change. So it's the type of change that what I'm being shown is that the type of change that Pisces might introduce you to, it'll either have you kind of feeling tousled in the waves, or it'll have you feeling in awe of the sparkles of sunshine that you see on top of water. They're kind of showing me right now, my guides are with me already. I didn't call them in yet, but they're here. So I'm just going to go ahead and set the intention that during this session, we all have our team in spirit be with us, be all around us, be sitting with us in support. Looks like a lot of you might want to call in, Jesus, Yeshua. Some of you are calling in your guardian angels. Some of you are calling in your what you consider as support in the way of protection. So I'm just giving these teams in spirit a moment to arrive with us. Some of you are resisting this. I see. So I want you to all ask yourself, when did I start to build the belief system that I don't have spiritual guides? Some of you might want to ask, when was the last time I sensed my guidance? And then I'm also being asked to how do you all feel, like on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 being like, I feel so good about my guides. I'm so connected with them. We're communicating every day. We're working together every day. 1 being like, I kind of think you're crazy for even thinking you have spirit guides. So do an honest assessment. So like, don't try to please me here, please. I want you to be real with yourself. Like, where am I really? 3. Okay, so where am I really at with this? Because if you're gonna, let's say, go sit with a healer, or go sit with a channeler, or go sit with someone who's going live and they're offering, I don't know, the sharing of their connection to spirit and their healing energies, let's say. If you have a belief in there that's like buried and you don't know it's there, saying you're not allowed to even believe she's doing what she's doing. You're not even allowed to believe that you have guides. So like when I did that call in of all of your spirit teams, I felt them all kind of coming in, and then I saw all of your fields where some of you were like, no, go away. Some of you, it was like, no, go away from the heart or from the throat. You were saying, no, go away from the throat. Some of you, it's the heart. Like, no way am I even going to open to that. No way. No chance in heck am I going to open up to you. Some of you, it's like a little bit, some of you, it goes all the way down. So some of you, it's like in your root chakra. And I'm only scanning the fields where your higher selves gave me that permission. I'm getting a download. Some of you can maybe feel that. I've talked about this before, so go with me energetically. When the third eye gets open, if the root chakra hasn't been dealt with, hasn't been balanced, hasn't been, they're saying balanced, acknowledged, allowed to open. Let's see, allowed to anchor, allowed to anchor. Some of you aren't even letting your root anchor because you're like, Earth is dumb. I don't like Earth. Okay. Let your root chakra right now anchor. Okay. Now let your sacral plexus, some of you are like, I don't do energy work. I don't know what you're talking about. Just go with me. Let your sacral chakra anchor. Okay. Now let your solar plexus anchor. You might even symbolically drop some anchors from these chakras into the earth. And some of you are going, but yeah, I really do think Earth is so dumb. Haven't you seen it here? What do you mean? Why would I get settled here? When you're in this body, you're here, loves. You're here. So why don't you make the most of it? Okay, now take your heart and now allow your heart to anchor. Allow your heart to be here connecting with other human beings. Some of you aren't doing that. Some of you don't let your heart anchor. And then you're like, why can't I connect with people? How come I can't connect with anyone? How come I'm not finding connection in life? Well, you're not letting your heart anchor. There's fear. So let your heart anchor. Let your throat anchor. Your communication matters. But people won't be able to hear you if you don't have a grounded voice. They won't be able to hear you. Now let your third eye anchor. And let your crown be the bridge. Good. So, what I'd like you all to do about 9-9. 9 is completion. I've talked about this so many times. So if right now, even after doing that little energetic practice with the guides, if you're still feeling like this 9-9 portal is intense and I don't like it, I don't enjoy it, I've got fictitious thoughts, beliefs, energies, patterns, fictitious patterns. They're saying fictitious patterns. Let yourself know that it's because something in your life or in you, in your expression, is looking to complete itself. So if you feel the friction, it's because you don't want, in your mind or in your programming or in your, we can even say ego, you don't want to let some cycle in your life close. So the 9-9 portal feels like crap to you. Now, if the 9-9 portal feels really good to you and you're feeling like, how is everyone freaking out right now? I feel wonderful. What's happening? Why, if you're having that energy, it's because you've already known something is completing in your life and you've already started the process of completing it. You've already done the homework, so the test isn't hard. You already studied it. You've been up all night studying it, okay? This test isn't going to be hard. You're going to do this test in a 5-second thing and then walk out and go hang out with your friends, okay? What they're saying is, and then anywhere in between these, because there's a lot of you that are really in between these. You're neither one of these extremities. You're in between, and that's okay. see what they want us to do in this part of the transmission is just ask yourself, what might be completing for me? How can I embrace that completion? How can I embrace it? And then for those of you that like that's not really doing it for you and you are on the negative extreme, what they're saying is to do a journaling session when you're done. Confidence. So do a journaling session when you're done about, let me get the words. Some of you are really in these Akashic records. Okay, so if you're struggling with completion, this is what they want you to do. Write out, why might I be afraid to complete this? Plain and simple. Don't go complicated with it. Why am I afraid of this completing? What do I feel myself to be losing in this completion? And then when you're doing that, you're going to see that you're making room in your life. Something that is completing is making room in your life. So it's not just that you're losing something, it's that something is shifting. Something is turning from I don't know, it's moving from, it was a lizard, and now it is a dragon, okay? So yeah, they want me to use that, and they want me to get the dragon deck. Okay. So it's not necessarily that something is completing out of your life and it's just like, oh, all of a sudden this group of people or this person or this place or this, I don't know, whatever this is like no longer available to you. It's cut off. It's like, bleh. No, something is changing. Something is evolving. Something is shifting. And that thing is within you. Within you. 4 and 9. And this is really weird, but do I have like a 49ers fan in here? Because they're saying something about football. Okay. I see what they're saying. Okay. What they're saying is sometimes when we have these ascension processes and these awakening processes, they're wanting me to use football as an example. This is so funny. They're saying that like sometimes whatever your hobby was or that thing that was like the thing that you thought was self-care, it might one day just change. And all of a sudden you're like, wait, I was a huge football fan. And now all of a sudden I don't give a crap about football. I don't even want to watch it anymore. Okay? Or for some of you, it's more like, hey, I used to, like, I relished in my every time I would go out drinking. Okay? And all of a sudden you're like, I don't like drinking anymore. Okay? Or those things that you were doing, I'm seeing like binge watching TV, I'm seeing substance use again, I'm seeing drinking alcohol in large quantities, I'm seeing they're showing like getting done up, like for men, like putting on like the perfect swag outfit. I don't know, whatever it is for you men. And then for women, it's like the getting ready. It's like the getting ready, like the makeup, the hair, the clothes. They're saying that you might get to a point in your ascension, your awakening, where these things that used to bring you so much joy. So whatever this is for you that's coming up, it used to bring you so much joy. It used to be so fun for you. Used to be that thing that was like self-care. Now all of a sudden you don't have an interest in it. Because there's a cycle completing. They just want you to know it's not that you're becoming depressed. It's that you are evolving and you're finding things that are more resonant with your soul. And especially when I talk about how we bring the ego with us. We're not going to ascend, evolve, and say, F you, ego, I'm going to pretend like you don't exist. And just every time you come up, I'm just going to be like, shut up, ego. No, your ego is here with you. You're going to have this ego until you are not here in the human vessel anymore. So I want you to love on it. I want you to bring it with you, okay? I don't want you to raise your vibration and say your ego is a low vibration. You're going to have a feeling of like you're pulling yourself apart if you do that. So this is another time where, let's say we are like letting go of these habits that were not good for us. They're not even bringing us joy anymore, and we're recognizing it. We have to hold the ego's hand and say, hey, we're going to find new stuff. This isn't the end of a chapter where we were having fun and go 49ers. Okay, I don't watch football, so I'm just going with what the channel is. But they're just saying, let's see. They're saying be really graceful with yourself as your desires, as your habits, as your tendencies, as your maybe friend groups, as your maybe some of you partners, as your some of you jobs. As these things are changing, they're shifting, and they're happening kind of fast. That's when we have to give grace to the ego. Love yourself. Love yourself. Newfound joys. That's right. Newfound joys. And love yourself through it. I just saw the through it. Okay. So the first dragon we got is air and water dragon. Let me read the words. Because this air and water dragon is very just air and water and not a lot of words. Okay. Helps you connect to higher frequencies. Okay. It's a really pretty art. Okay, trust your intuition, develop your psychic abilities, be open to enlightenment, and express your inner song. So who here has their voice coming online? All of a sudden you're singing, you're speaking light language, you're wanting to communicate, you're sharing your voice. Maybe after a period of not doing said things. Carissa, okay. So Mystical Blue Eyes. Mystical Blue Eyes, I saw you and Kate too. Okay, and Jill. It still doesn't sound good, but yes, okay. And Jen, okay, and Tammy. All right, somewhat. Still hesitate to start. Okay, still hesitant to start. Okay, so let's just let's see here. I'm asking my guides to show me what's relevant. First off, they're showing me that all 38 of you, including the 30 the people that dropped off before I said the number, all of your voices are coming online. So lots of dancing. Beautiful. I love that, Jilly. Okay. They're showing me the word audience. They're showing me that the only reason that some of you couldn't communicate before or felt that you couldn't was because you were trying to communicate with an they're showing me the word audience, and then they're saying not susceptible. They're kind of like showing me this audience, and they're kind of like pointing to it and saying not susceptible, not susceptible, not susceptible. They're saying it like over and over again, not susceptible. So the feeling I'm getting from this is that some of you were trying to exercise your voice or your communication, but the people you were trying that with were not susceptible. So they're showing me it's going to be this, they're saying adventure of finding your audience. Okay, so very motherly guides today. They're very motherly. They're very motherly. Let's see. So what they're showing me is don't close out with the words. Human words. Human words. Okay, human words. Human words. They're saying we're not asking you to stop trying to communicate with the not susceptible parties. We're simply telling you to taste what it might be like to communicate with susceptible parties. Just they're also saying they're giving me a lot of phrases now. I'm going to give the phrases. They're saying put yourself out there. They're saying if it's your truth and you know it's your truth in your heart, express it. They're also saying we don't want you to study the audience. They're saying don't put your attention, your focus on the audience. They're saying let it radiate from you, your communication, and express from your heart. And then notice the audience that's susceptible versus the audience that may not be susceptible. And then you can go back in with go into your inner temple again and start to do some scanning. You're going to start to make sense. Oh, wow, all that betrayal, all that the pain points, the suffering. It didn't necessarily have so much to do with me and the way that I was communicating. It had a little bit more to do with that I was trying to communicate with a party that was not susceptible to receive me. And that's okay. And what they're showing me is when you start to expose yourself more and just dip your toe in the water of being seen, dip your toe in the water of being heard. They're saying dip your toe in the water of connection, soulful connection with others. They're saying prepare yourself because you might have the inner child, the inner teen coming up during all of this. I'm an endorser, a spokesperson for parts work. I want you to do parts work. I don't want you to say, hey, scared Bree, or scared whatever your name is, get out of here. We're not going to be yelling at and kicking out of the party the parts of us that are in pain, they're in fear, they're scared, they're hurt. Do you hear me on that part? And then the other card we got, Alpha. I know you all hear me. This is an energy healing channeling for open-hearted, open-minded souls, not the closed-minded. You won't resonate here if you can't be open-minded. I'm definitely not here to tell you what you should do. I'm here to help you love yourself. So Alpha Dragon harnesses the divine masculine power of creation. A lot of divine masculines healing right now, not just in the men, in everyone. So a lot of us women are sensing that our divine masculine is needing healing. We're being called to heal our divine masculine. Everyone is. It's really important right now. Data, you're getting you're getting a little distracting. Just giving a little proper warning because I'd like you to stay, but you're getting a little distracting and you're getting a little bit into distortion. I can feel it. I'm an energy reader, so you can say words, but I'm going to actually see your energy field, and there's a lot of clouding in your field, Data. A lot of clouding. It's like a muddy field that I encourage you to clean. Destroy the old, visualize your dream, help to manifest a new world. Not calling you dumb. I'm not calling you dumb. I'm just asking you to be settled so that the group can receive. Because there's a beautiful group of 49 people here that love this. I want them to love it. And I want all of you to love it, by the by. I'm not putting you down for being interruptory. Okay, so destroy the old. Let's see. So, a lot of you are really struggling with this destroy the old piece. I'm noticing, I'm trying to see your comment. Mystical Blue Eyes. Mystical Blue Eyes, what's your name? I'll keep using your screen name, but I also want to know your name. I'm noticing I'm agreeing to disagree a lot lately. Yeah, I get that. Honestly, that's a pretty good energy to have, to hold. Agreeing to disagree can be really powerful. Sue, okay, hi Sue. The word destroy creates resistance. Oh, okay. Yeah, I hear you on that, Annie. Yeah. So what I'm being shown is that in the masculine energy, we'll like that word destroy, but in the feminine energy, we want something like alchemize or transmute. So, and this is, again, you could be a man and prefer transmute or alchemize. So please know whenever I say masculine, feminine, I'm not talking about your gender. I'm talking about the eternal, infinite energies that well within you. And yes, you have both. So it's just a lot being destroyed at the moment. Right. So, the system, we gotta stop blaming the system. I'm going to give you one more warning. It's just getting really distracting. I can't focus. I can't focus. I want to be able to help you. I know you said you're dealing with a lot of challenges, but this is a space that's really meant to nurture us. It's not meant to be hearing only from our ego, and you're only talking from your ego right now. You're not talking from your soul. My feminine desires my masculine. Alchemist to avoid overdominance. I love that. Okay, so let me get back to the channel because I really was distracted to tie. I have to be honest. Okay. Projection is big today. Yeah. I mean, that's eclipse. That's eclipse. It's the eclipse. We're feeling the after effects of the eclipse. Are we sober, Data, right now? There's like something in your field, and I don't know what it is, but it's not great. It's alcohol, I think. Okay, so let me see here. Okay, good for you. Blessings. Blessings to you, Data. I really, really, really want the best for you. Okay, so let me see what this dragon has to say to me. I see. What's coming in right now is distorted masculine. So I want you to all tune in with me because this is like really present for everyone. I think we're done with the cards today because we're just going to channel now. Okay. I have Lao Tzu in my consciousness. So I'm going to let Lao Tzu transmit to me really quickly. Lao Tzu is the original creator of the I Ching. A lot of us talk here about the gene keys is based on the I Ching, written by Lao Tzu. So what Lao Tzu is showing me right now is that humanity oh, it's so deep. It's really touching me. Okay. They're saying humanity is letting go of its attachment to distorted masculine. Humanity is breaking its tie with having to dominate, destroy, overpower. There's more here. Let me see. Leaders. They're also showing me leaders. So they're showing me that because we have so many distorted masculine leaders in the world right now, we're struggling as a human collective. Because some of us, not everyone, but some are still really attached to distorted masculine. So when we think about the word destroy, we don't like it, right? We're like, destroy, what? No, what? Okay, but what we're really doing right now is destroying toxic masculinity. So even those people in the world, men or women, again, I really want to be really clear about this. I'm not saying when I say masculine, I'm not saying men. When I say feminine, I'm not saying women. I'm saying about the pure energies that are within you. And when they're in balance, heaven on earth. We want to simplify it. Heaven on earth is healed, whole, centered, unified, masculine, feminine energy. And Dr. already got the warnings. He's been all right. If he's a he, I don't know if you're a he or a she. Doesn't really matter. You're a human being. And you're a soul. So what they want us to do is ask ourselves, is any part of me still connected to this distorted masculine? Can I let it go? Can I let it shift? Some of you might have voted for a certain president in the United States. can you evolve? Can you shift? Can you see what you did not once see? We don't want to delete leaders. We don't want to destroy leaders. We want leaders to evolve. Not relevant. I integrated my ego. I don't have my hands full, but I'll put some crystals in them. My hands feel comfortably full. My life feels comfortably full. I love who I am. I love what I'm doing. If Tata says one more thing that's risky, we're going to say goodbye. I'm trying to be kind because I can tell there's a lot of problems there. And now we have another one. The Quest Proctor. Fun. It's Eclipse energies. You got to expect it, you know. Evolved leadership. And you know, this is really why I made that Soulful Embodiment Container, to be honest, because some of the stuff that's about to come through me right now and is not, it'll come through in that container. When I can fully trance channel and I don't have to worry about someone who's angry and drunk or something. Yeah, are you drinking, Tata? Is that it? It's it, right? I can feel the alcohol in your field. That's it, right? Okay. Alcohol lowers your frequency. I'll just share it because I'll be the one to break it to all of you. Alcohol lowers your frequency. It ruins you. It ruins you. It is literally poison. I know some of you really like drinking and it's fun and blah, 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 blah. Are you yourself when you're really drunk? And I think this is going to be the topic, but it feels important. What my guides are saying is, remember, if you're drinking a lot, you are susceptible for external beings to come in. And I even channeled about this a couple days ago. So Raven, are you here? When we talked about like that external entity situation, no, coffee doesn't do the same thing as alcohol at all. At all. So Raven, remember when that thing come up? If you're really intoxicated, something like an external entity, that can happen in those situations. Because you're not in the driver's seat. Okay? Your soul is not in the driver's seat when you're so drunk. Okay? It's not in the driver's seat. Plain and simple. So let's say you start drinking and you're in a really low vibration, you're going to attract a whole bunch of low vibrational beings. Alcohol was once called spirit for a reason. Why it's called spirits? I'm being shown that the only reason that it's called spirits is because people would feel to have connected to something outside of their body when they would be partaking in the alcohol. So they started calling it spirits. But do you really want like any random spirit to just come into your vessel? I mean, I personally don't. But that's my life choice. Does the entity leave the next day? Not necessarily. But remember, it's your action. It's your action that is choosing to bring it in. It's allowing that glue to be there for it to come in and stick to you. So it's a choice. And spirit attachment is yes. Yep. You're at 2,000 feet underground. Okay. So how do I mute people? Let's see. I've never done that before. So Data is muted. I don't think that's enough though. Right now, I'm feeling like that's probably not enough. You know what? No. Because I'm protected and I've got hella dragons around me, so we're good. If he's still watching, we're good. I do have Arcturian connections. So when we have something like this, someone from the outside is coming in and they're infringing on us, and we say, hey, please stop, and they don't. We're galactic cousins. I'm mostly Pleiadian, just to be real. Okay. We can protect ourselves, is what I'm being shown. And I'm also being shown that the people that really, really want attention in these spaces, like, and they just won't stop talking after I say, please stop. What my guides are showing me is some of those people are the ones that need it the most. So I'm going to let my ego be held, and knowing that we are here to serve. And sometimes that's serving people that are in a really low spot. And sometimes that's serving people that are really unable to communicate with anyone in their life. So I'm really here to serve in the highest best good of all. I do. I work with the Blu-ray beings a lot. The Blu-ray beings are so wonderful. Our light does protect us, Melinda. It absolutely does. And I'm in my Oversoul channel right now. There's a pillar of light all around me and all of you, because it's an intention I set that everyone that shows up here be fully and completely protected by Source. So let me see if I've gotten everything that was needed to say about the 9-9. No, I didn't say really anything about the 9-9. Okay. So what my guides are asking us to just do right now before the 9-9 is, we might have done this in a live here before, I'm not sure. Whatever it was that you were starting to work on in July or 7-7, it's going to be completing on the 9-9. And it's a 9-9-9, Tammy. So it's wozy wozy. Wozy woo. It's wozy woo this year. Pretty wozy woo. Pretty wozy woo, if you know what I'm saying. So, no, we did talk about it. So what we're mainly doing here is figuring out what is it that's completing the cycle for you. For a lot of you, it's habits, ways of expression. I said before, I said this already? Okay. But like things like your hobbies. Okay, your hobbies are probably changing. Anyone here just recently start singing? They're showing me some of you in the music notes. Anyone recently start singing, or you've always been a singer and you just started again? Fire. Need new hobbies. Hey, you got one. You're here. This is what they want us to do. Remember your soulful embodiment, the expression of your spiritual gifts, your hobbies, your play, whatever you're doing every day to feel nice. All these things can be one. Okay, let's collapse some things now. Some of you don't go towards the music or towards the art or towards the healing gifts or towards the channeling gifts or towards the expression of your oversoul channel, your higher selves, maybe your Arcturian self, maybe your Pleiadian self, maybe your Andromedan self, your Sirian self. We're in pretty good alignment with Sirius right now, so there's a lot of Sirius energies coming in. Not so serious, but Sirius, the star system. They're saying that whatever might be preventing us from these avenues that I just discussed are our beliefs. So it's yes, it's fear, and yes, fear will be the main really struggling with words today. Really struggling with words today. They're saying fear will be like the belief, it will create the beliefs, but it's up to us to like go in and figure out what beliefs are there. So let's just say you see right now, maybe it's dance that's lighting up for you, or it's music that's lighting up for you, or it's your artistic creation, or whatever this is, this dream embodiment, expression, emanation of you. Your mind's probably saying things like, you won't make money from that. Or your mind's saying things like, I'm hearing your minds, what a waste of time. I'm hearing, that's immature. Why would, I'm hearing, why would you spend your time on that? And I'm just hearing a lot of that won't make you money. Do you think you came here to be a human just for your whole life to be focused on money? Like, do you think that, like, you were, like, as a soul up in spirit and you're like, let's go to Earth so we can master money? Probably not. Probably not. I don't play my sax for money. I just enjoy it. That's what we talking about here, Mel. Say yes to yourself. So basically, your higher selves are wanting to express to you that these things that are your passions that you really enjoy doing, so what if it doesn't make you money? Do you enjoy doing it? I'm here to pay taxes. Thank you, Joshua, always bringing the vibes. I get sales from my music, but not often. Okay, so maybe it's just more than music. So if you feel like, so for me, for example, let me get human. Let me try to get human. When I left my corporate career, so let's go back to 2022. The beginning of 2022, I left my corporate career. I was making a lot of money, okay, and I was doing pretty good at it, and I was liked, well praised, well, things humans are interested in. But I was so depressed because I wasn't expressing my spiritual gifts. So when I first started, and when I left my job, I said, I already know it, I'm going to be serving the world. I already know it. I only started out doing one-to-ones. Very quickly, I realized, oh, this is probably not going to be forever because it would take too much of my time. And I can't, do one-to-ones forever. So I started doing group stuff. Group stuff was amazing. But I didn't know I could do it until I just did it. Okay? So what I'm here to share with you is experiment. They're saying the word experiment will really help the ego to get on board. And I think this is going to be it today. You are your limits. Thank you. Yeah, thanks, Sue. Yep. Any questions to close this session out? I know that we didn't get a lot in the way of information, but trust me, we got a lot in the way of energy. Some things will probably get clear to you later today or tomorrow. Those of you that did get clarity, I really encourage you to do a journaling process right when we're done. Thanks for being here, Arcturian buddy. Experiment. Because the word experiment is really comforting to the ego. The ego can get on board with an experiment because experiment implies that we don't know the outcome. Experiment implies that we're playing and we're going to see what comes about. So experiment is such a good word because when you go to express your spiritual gifts, your ego is going to say some things like about the outcome. What if people don't show up? What if people don't get any benefit from it? What if people don't like it? What if people don't buy it? But if you say to the ego, hey, we're going to experiment with this, it's like, well, all right. All right. I can Elaine dance up in here. Yesterday I started writing about all different aspects of me. I still have 2 aspects. Oh, that's so cool, John. I love that. I love that. Everyone borrow that from John. Danielle! Everyone check out Danielle, please. She's got some incredible gifts. And she's already serving in the world. So let's see. Let me just make sure I got everything. They're just saying to pull this one more card, and then I will close it. Vesica Pisces, interesting. Vesica Pisces. Oh, Jessica, that's so cool. I feel good about this for you. I don't even know anything about it, but I feel good about it. Okay, so Vesica Pisces is a king of hearts. Ah, I see. I get it. So this is a masculine healing, this Vesica Pisces. Because we did that thing in the beginning where we kind of we're shifting out of this distorted masculine into divine masculine. Putting that crown on. Putting that crown on. And living from the heart. Vesica Pisces. So those of you that don't know what the geometry looks like for Vesica Pisces, it's like 2 circles. It's like the Venn diagram. It's like the 2 circles overlapping. Okay. Butterfly and a bird right out the window, giving me a little affirmation. I'll be back tomorrow for the 9/9 portal. And you're welcome to join my Soulful Embodiment if you really like this. It's for $111. I still have 3 more hours this month where I'm going to be trans-channeling for that group. And the first trans-channeling from last week, which really did shift me and change me in the best of ways, the recording's already in there. And then you get all the content for life. So Vesica Pisces, they want us to just see... They're asking us to envision the Vesica Pisces really quick, but like sideways. Not up and down, but sideways. So they're showing me that on your right side, we'll say that's our masculine, and then our left side, let's say that's our feminine. There's this space in between where they mix. Or they're one, okay? But we might find ourselves, especially during this eclipse, the 9/9 portal, a lot of things happening, we might go a little bit towards the distorted masculine, or a little bit towards the distorted feminine. Distorted masculine is all about conquer, dominance, destroy, compete. Distorted feminine is martyrdom, weakness, playing the victim. Let's see. Although the playing the victim thing can kind of happen in both. But these are just these mild energies that we may experience within ourselves that are distorted. If you notice that, come back into the center of that Vesica Pisces. Come back to the center of you where the truth can be found. Because if you're in a distortion pathway or a distortion thought, okay, You're gonna be hyper obsessed. Gonna be the only thing going on for you. It's gonna be problem, 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 exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. So if we sense that that's happening with us, we're in distortion, we have to come back to center, get balanced, get neutral, get unified, before we can take any action about any of that distortion. We won't, if we're in the distortion, we're not ready to handle it. We have to wait until we've gotten back to balance, back into our parasympathetic nervous system. So whenever you're snappy and you're the ways that we act where we don't like it and we're like, oh my God, why did I do that? It's because we got into a sympathetic nervous system state and then we acted from it. So it's okay. You might fall into a sympathetic nervous system state, but let this be the transmission that reminds you to be aware of that, so that if you are in a sympathetic nervous system state, you're not acting from it. Your sympathetic nervous, or your fight, flight, freeze, it won't hurt you if you have the wherewithal, the knowingness to know when you're in it, so you don't act from it. Because anytime that you're acting, taking action, initiative, whatever, from a sympathetic nervous system state or fight, flight, freeze, you're going to create more distortion in your life. So wait. The answer is wait. If you catch yourself there, wait to take action. Did that come through clear? I hope that came through clear, because it felt like the best way I've ever explained that. So they're saying replace the word disengage with observe. So instead of like, if you sense it's there, instead of that feeling to want to like pull apart from it, observe it. Sit with it, observe it. So it's really effective to observe your sympathetic nervous system state, but it's very ineffective to act from a sympathetic nervous system state. Literally told myself, wait, this morning. Good. Make choices when we're feeling centered. Yes, that is definitely another way to say it too. Because again, it's like when we're in distortion, again, we're in those outer layers. We're like we're not even in our soul, we're in our ego. I'm just being really weird at the end just to keep us spicy. Doing the robot. Anyone want to do the robot with me? Okay. Rub the hands together. Shake them out. And let's take one deep breath together. And release. I love you all so much. I'll be back here tomorrow. 9 on the 9. Okay? 9. It's hard to say 9 a lot of times in a row. Yeah, we just covered a lot of topics, so I kept it a little spicy, a little silly at the end for our ego to feel okay at the table. So see you all here again tomorrow at 9 if you feel like coming by and you're available. Otherwise, the recordings will be in my Energy Healing membership, which is only $11 a month. And you can try a week free. German. Don, are you German? Whatever you are, Don, we don't care. We love you. Your human background story. Okay, so see you all here tomorrow at 9 if you feel like coming by on the 9/9 portal. And for the rest of the day, just be really easy on yourself. Be really... Yeah, 9 means no in German. I'm Italian. Me too. Okay, cool. All right, this was fun. So enjoy the rest of the day. This is going to be a really good portal, okay? We're going to make it a really good portal together and with love. Mostly German here. Okay. Okay. Love Germans, love Italians, love Portuguese, love them all. We love them all. Glad to have you all here. Okay. I love you all. Namaste.